This is what used to be a Athlon 64 piece of junk tower, and then at one point it looks to have been attempted to be converted to a desktop. Did a good job of that, kind of, except the board had 7. Whoop, that wasn't good. The board. Oh great! Now nothing's even staying in there. The board's even crooked. What? Those are the PS2 mouse and keyboard ports. Are you freaking kidding me? AMI bias? Oh crap. Piece of junk. Anyway, what happened was I was trying to desolder the old caps and some of the good ones too. Replace them all with better ones, or maybe even just chunk the board. I wasn't sure at that point. And then it wasn't taking solder very well. I mean, like, I couldn't get the solder sucker in there because the holes are so small, and it just wasn't working out. And then I went back inside to grab something and came back out, and the board was laying on the floor. What happened was, come on. Ah, crap! Gotta get this. You guys are able to see when it's open. Oh, locking mechanism. Super advanced locking mechanism. Anyway, yeah. Notice there's no I/O ports here. Well, there was the PS2 mouse and keyboard port just hanging on, but there's no more I/O ports. And there's a serial port. But the point is, the I/O ports were all bent back like that. They were bent back against the board, so I tried to bend them back, but then they broke off. So here's the parallel port. Here's the VGA port, which even is bent. And here's the PS2 mouse port. The keyboard port was still kind of on there. So yeah, another piece of junk. We're gonna bury it in the snowbank because I just want to see what happened. Wonder what Mother Nature will do to it for a few months. That was probably the worst evil laugh you ever heard, but like it has this special mechanism so that it's supposed to be able to keep the board intact, kind of, even if you don't have screws in it. So yeah. And since we still have the PS2 housing, we're going to try and just sit it back in there. Now I can see through the parallel and VGA ports here, and serial port. That serial port's still intact. I just robbed little screws from it because they're useful, and put paper clips in to hold it intact. And I ripped the wire off the back. I mean, still. I could still use it if I wanted. I just have to reattach the wire, which I still have. I needed the wire for something else, so took that. Anyway, yeah. And the reason this is here is because I was trying to mount one of those small form factor power supplies. Like, here, I'll show you. Like, see, here's a standard power supply. Here's a small form factor one. See, they're not the same size, so I had to make that bracket. Anyway, that's another story. There's a hard drive platter, fan grill, also from the system. Now I have noticed with this case that it is pretty much the same as a Lenovo J Series 3000 tower. It uses pretty much the same side panels, the same back of the case, just a different front panel. Well, I mean, this one has no front panel, but it would fit on this if it was a tower. out here. I don't know how long the camera's gonna go out here, but I mean, this is how cold it is. The snow here, it's literally like minus 25, and I weigh close to 200 pounds, and look at this. I can almost stand on it. Oh, not right there. It's actually not that deep. I thought it was deeper, but that's where the hard drive is, actually. Whoops, killed my plant. Don't know if I was supposed to dig that out or not. First plant, but whatever. Got this cheap Walmart shovel. Now, you can probably recognize the shape of that hole. Try to dig it out one-handed here. Yep, that's right. It's still under here. That's what snow is good for. Well, I think since this is so in good condition, look at this. It's like all stuck together. The ID connector is just full of crap. Let's roll it over here. So, since we've got that, let's try and put it in a drive bay. That's not gonna fit. Even that's touch and go. Huh. Good enough. I'm gonna dig this hole now. Alright, you know what? I'm actually gonna stop the video. My hole is dug. I know it was deeper right beside the hole, but I am apparently not smart enough to bury it over there, so if I set my camera down, will you guys be able to see me burying it? No, you won't. Alright. Bring it with me. Somehow. You guys can just ride on top of the computer. If that's gonna work. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, you're moving. And into the hole you go. You see the wall of white. Alright, so now that we're not very deep. Yeah, we're not deep enough. But we'll fix that. Actually, you know what? There we go. That's much better. Oh, sorry. Shut up, dog. I haven't got the slightest clue what will happen to it, but it'd be kind of interesting to see. So, till then.